The airport was never supposed to feel like the opening scene of a romance drama. Yet on this chilly morning in Seoul, that was exactly what it became. Viewers, thank you for joining me once again, and brace yourselves, because what unfolded just moments ago has left fans, reporters, and even casual travelers stunned. The unexpected appearance of Girls' Generation's YoonA and 2PM's Lee Jun-Ho, together, side by side, visibly comfortable, has officially shaken the entire K-entertainment world. And today, as they quietly but unmistakably made their way through Incheon International Airport, heading to Taipei for Junho's highly anticipated fan meeting, everything felt different. Everything felt charged. Everything felt like confirmation of something. Something fans have long believed, long hoped for, long whispered about in every corner of social media. It began early in the morning, before the main airport crowd had formed. A cluster of reporters who often monitor celebrity travel schedules were the first to notice the unusual presence of increased bodyguards near Terminal 1. At first, no one knew who to expect. There were no confirmed schedules released, no itinerary made public, no leaks from dispatchers or managers. But the moment a familiar silhouette appeared, delicate, elegant, unmistakable, every camera immediately switched on. Yoon'a stepped into the terminal wearing a simple cream-toned sweater and wide-leg denim, her hair loose and flowing as if she had just walked out of a CF shoot. Her mask covered half her face, but nothing could hide the warmth in her eyes. She waved gently to fans and bowed in that gracious, gentle way she always does. But it wasn't her presence alone that caused the sudden ripple of excitement. It was the person walking beside her. Lee Jun-Ho arrived seconds later, dressed in a sleek black jacket, casual but polished, with his signature confidence radiating through even the simplest outfit. His mask, his cap, his discreet attempt to blend into the crowd, all of it failed the moment fans recognized the familiar sharp jawline, the stride they'd seen 1,000 times on stage, and the effortless charisma he carried like second nature. And when he naturally closed the distance between them, standing close enough that even the thick airport atmosphere felt charged, every reporter realized this wasn't an ordinary departure. This wasn't a coincidence. This wasn't a schedule overlap. This wasn't a coincidence arranged by management or travel necessity. This was two global stars choosing to move together. For a second, everyone froze. Fans whispered, cameras clicked, the murmurs grew. Because if there is one thing viewers, supporters, and loyal shippers know by now, it is that Lee Jun-Ho and YoonA walking together in public has never been something casual. Not after their viral drama chemistry, not after the Blue Dragon appearances, not after the subtle glances, tender gestures, tiny smiles that always seemed too real to be just acting. And now here they were, heading to Taipei, together. The question burning through every viewer's mind was simple. Why? Why were they flying out together? Why was YoonA accompanying Junho to his fan meeting when she had no reported schedule in Taipei? Why wasn't she headed in a different direction, attending a different event, fulfilling a separate assignment? The only conclusion fans could form was the one that felt both thrilling and unbelievable. YoonA wasn't traveling for work. She was traveling for him. As the pair made their way through the airport, their coordination was almost cinematic. Junho walked slightly ahead at times, as if unconsciously shielding her from the energetic crowd, while YoonA stayed close, her steps soft but steady. Their body language spoke in ways words couldn't. Comfortable, familiar, almost synchronized. They weren't holding hands, of course. They didn't need to. Everything about their presence together already said more than a gesture ever could. And viewers, if you've been following every update, every sighting, every rumor surrounding these two in recent months, you know that this moment didn't come out of thin air. The past year has been filled with hints, subtle confirmations, unexplainable sightings, and moments that fans still replay on social media. From the way they interacted at award shows, to how they behaved around each other during group interviews, to the soft looks Junho gave YoonA when he thought no one noticed. There has always been something between them people couldn't ignore. Today's airport appearance just took that something to a whole new level. As they continued walking, fans began cheering softly, polite, controlled, but undeniably excited. Some waved banners for Junho's fan meeting, and others simply waved at YoonA, grateful for her surprise appearance. She smiled beneath her mask, bowing shyly, always gracious, always warm. Meanwhile, Junho, who often maintains a cool, quiet demeanor during flights, appeared surprisingly relaxed. At one point, when the crowd became a little too energized, he subtly stepped closer to Yoona, guiding her gently with the slightest tilt of his body, a protective instinct so natural that reporters gasped. And then came the moment that made headlines explode instantly across social media. As they approached the check-in counter, Yoona reached up to fix her hair, and when a strand blew across her face because of the airport breeze, Junho hesitated for half a second before reaching over, lightly placing his hand on her shoulder to steady her while she adjusted her mask. It was small, it was brief, but it was intimate. Not the kind of gesture co-stars share in public, not the kind of gesture colleagues exchange casually. It was something more. Fans who witnessed it in real time screamed quietly, not loud enough to cause chaos, but loud enough for their phones to shake as they recorded the moment. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, every platform went into meltdown within minutes. Yoona is going with Junho. Why are they flying together? This is not normal behavior. They are glowing. They are literally glowing. The way he protected her? And of course, are they dating? The speculation was instant, but the energy was overwhelmingly positive, supportive, bright. Fans didn't question the possibility, they embraced it. Because let's be honest, people have been rooting for them for years. Their on-screen chemistry had already made history. Their off-screen friendship became even more compelling. And now, with this airport sighting, everything fans believed suddenly felt real, tangible, undeniable. The check-in process was smooth. Both stars were ushered gently by bodyguards, yet never once did they separate. Even when one finished paperwork earlier than the other, they waited unhurried, as though they were simply two people traveling together, not two megastars with millions watching their every move. And then came the moment when they walked toward the security checkpoint. Reporters shouted questions, not rude ones, but hopeful, curious ones. Yoona'S, are you attending Junho's fan meeting? Junho-si, are you and Yoona traveling together today? Are you two working on a project? Why is Yoona going to Taipei with you? But neither answered verbally. They didn't need to. Instead, Yoona gave a small, sweet smile, and Junho offered the tiniest, softest glance toward her, almost like a silent acknowledgement that they knew exactly what the world was thinking. And they didn't seem afraid of it. As they approached the final checkpoint, fans screamed out one last supportive message: Junho, Yoona fighting. We love you both. Have a safe trip. You look good together. And for the first time since arriving, Yoona and Junho turned at the same time, waved toward the crowd in perfect unison, and then disappeared into the secure area, together. The entire airport was left in awe. Even strangers unfamiliar with the K-entertainment world felt the shift in the atmosphere. Airport staff whispered. Travelers smiled as they checked their phones. The moment was electric, unforgettable, and impossible to ignore. Fans around the world are now waiting for their arrival in Taipei, wondering if the pair will be spotted again, perhaps walking out of the airport together, or maybe sharing another quiet, close moment. Speculation is high. Excitement is even higher. And while no official statement has been made, the message from this morning's events feels incredibly clear. Yoona didn't just arrive at the airport to support a colleague. She came as someone special, someone whose presence mattered, someone Junho clearly wanted by his side. The Taipei fan meeting is expected to be one of Junho's biggest events of the year, and now, with Yoona's unexpected but thrilling involvement, anticipation has doubled. Will she appear in the audience? Will she support him backstage? Will fans capture another unforgettable moment between them? Only time will tell. But for now, viewers, cherish this moment. Replay the clips, share the photos, celebrate the unexpected union of two stars who continue to captivate not just with their talent, but with the undeniable bond they share. Whether it's friendship, romance, or something beautifully in between, today's airport sighting has made one thing crystal clear. Yoona and Junho have become one of the most intriguing, heart-fluttering, and magnetic pairings in the industry. And they're not hiding anymore. So as their plane takes off toward Taipei, with thousands of fans buzzing with excitement, one thing is certain: Whatever awaits them in Taiwan, whatever fans witness next, the story of YoonA and Lee Jun-Ho is far from over. In fact, today felt like the beginning of an entirely new chapter. And we'll be right here, watching, supporting, and celebrating every step of the journey. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in. Stay alert, stay excited, and stay ready, because with these two, surprises never end.